Attention podcasters, the big question, the big debate. Should I video my podcast? Stay tuned. We get into it. The bottom line is yes, you should be videoing your podcast. It's the cutting edge of podcasting at the moment, but it's also an added asset that you can use. You don't need to release your video. You can continue to do it audio only, but you also want to make sure that you're saving that asset and you're creating that asset so that you have it. You can repurpose it. You can make it into micro content. You can use it on different platforms. It opens you up. Your podcasting audience now can be opened up on YouTube. Just so many different things that you can do, but if you're not capturing the raw video content when you're recording your podcast, it's not gonna work. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 2 reasons why you should be videoing your podcast. I'm going to show you how to save thousands of dollars in tech and hundreds of tech headaches, and we're going to talk about what to do with the video afterwards. So stay tuned for this. Roll the intro. There are 2 related reasons why you should be shooting video for your podcast. First, YouTube likes video. The algorithm on YouTube likes video. YouTube is important because it's also a search engine. Those 2 reasons put together should be proof enough that you should be videoing your podcast. So instead of just having your audience available on podcasting platforms, which is fantastic, you also want to make sure that your content is available on the largest or the second largest search engine in the world, connected to the largest search engine in the world. Google owns YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine there is. So if you want to help connect to new audiences, then make sure you're creating video and posting it on your YouTube channel. It doesn't take a lot. You just have to throw in your show notes, the same you would use on your podcast, and you want to add in a couple keywords that are the same that you would use on your SEO. Putting those together opens you up to a huge new audience. And the cool thing about YouTube is, yes, you can trend as you post it, but you will also have evergreen listeners. People will be able to find your content throughout history as long as that video remains on the YouTube platform. So go ahead, start videoing you. And I know a lot of people get really worried about what they look like or how they sound or something about why they don't do video. They always come up with some excuse. So in order to help you take that baggage off your back, get those excuses out of the way, just air them into public so you can move on and start videoing your podcast. Well, put them down in the comments. What is stopping you from videoing your podcast already? Put those down in the comments. We as a community will help you move those obstacles out of the way so you can start connecting with your ideal listeners, your ideal students, your ideal listeners, all of that. Find your people. That's the basics of this. All right, so I have paid lots and lots of money for programs over the years, software that helps me do graphics and videos and all of this stuff. But to be completely honest, I have finally found the software that saves me all of those headaches, all of that money, and was absolutely free. It does all of the same stuff. So now I have almost completely converted not only my entire business and live streaming platform, but I've also done it for a majority of my customers as well. So I want to introduce you, if you haven't already been introduced, to OBS, the Open Broadcast Software. This is an open source platform that allows you to compose your videos, to send them out as live streams, to record them as videos just on your computer. It allows you to key out green screens. It allows you to add in special effects. It allows you to transition between scenes, add graphics, add layers, so many different things, and that's just the basics of what it does. So if you haven't already checked it out, links are down below. Check it out. And while you're at it, why don't you hit the subscribe button? Join us here on the channel. More videos every single week helping you and your small business level up your influence, authority, and ultimately your income online. Whether you're building connection machines on podcasts, or you're direct messaging people, or you're into email lists, or whatever, finding those opportunities to connect with our people, That's what we're all about. So you have this great video of your podcast now. You know what to do with the audio. Now, what do you do with the video portion? Well, we love micro content. You're gonna chop that video up. You're gonna find the really exceptional pieces, the important moments, the aha moments, and then you're going to chop those into their own smaller videos. You can get services to do this. If you're worried about it, connect with us. We'll connect you to our team. And what you're going to do is create these smaller assets that you can share on different platforms. Yes, with podcasting, you want to make sure that you're targeting other podcasters to listen to your podcast, but what happens if you open it up to video on YouTube? You want to play into that algorithm as well. So one thing that's really hot on YouTube at the moment are YouTube Shorts. The algorithm is purposely pushing that type of short video content, reminiscent of the TikToks and the Instagram Reels. That type of content is being pushed by the algorithm at the moment. So if we create smaller pieces of content that hook people's attention and drive them back to your channel where they can see the larger episode, that is going to be really key in building more connections with more people. So go ahead, go try that out, and come connect with us in the visibility hacking community. So go over to visibilityhacking.com if you haven't already. There's a button at the very top of that page. Click it. It says become an official visibility hacker. That pops you into our visibility hacking Facebook group. There's a couple questions that you have to answer to make sure that you are genuinely interested in building your brand's visibility. Whether you're a small business or a big business, whether you're a podcaster or an influencer or anything in between, join us in the community. I would love to see you there. So come on over, visibilityhacking.com. In the meantime, my friends, check out these videos. I will see you in our next one. Until then, remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other. Just go live.